This is the iPhone 16 Pro, and I've had it for 24 hours now, and I want to share with you guys what I've been going through in the past day. So the first thing, obviously, I kind of switched over from the 15 Pro Max to the 16 Pro and kind of went through that process of transferring everything. And it did get slightly warm, but that's to be expected since you're transferring everything from your old phone to your new phone. But after that, it quickly cooled down. It's been cool since, like, there's been no overheating, and Apple did make improvements, with that to kind of not have that overheating issue happen again. So I'm really happy with it. And I'm also happy that I went with the smaller Pro size. Now it did get slightly larger from 6.1 to 6.3 inches. And it does have slimmer bezels though, so it still feels pretty compact. And that's what I love. You guys know I'm a big advocate for my iPhone 13 mini because when that came out at the time, it was the iPhone 13, but just in a smaller form factor. So it was a powerful device in that small form factor. And I feel the same way about the 16 Pro. Obviously, it's not as small as the mini, but it has all of the Pro, and it doesn't have any differences other than the screen size and the battery life right now, and the battery capacity too. That's the only two differences. The camera is the same, display quality is the same, everything else is the same. So I was like, you know what? This year is going to be the year I switch to the smaller Pro and I pick up the black titanium, because past years, the 14 and 15, I really wanted to, but I also ended up picking the gold for the 14 Pro, and I picked up the blue titanium for the 15 Pro Max. So I was like, you know what, this is the year I'm going to go with the black titanium. And then when I saw desert titanium this year, I was like, you know what, I think this is the perfect year for me to get the 16 Pro in space. I call it space black, but in black titanium. I love this design. It's, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And this may be like the smallest upgrade year over year in design. The main visual difference is the camera control and obviously the display if you look at it from the front. But if you don't look at it from the front, you just look at it just like this. You place it down. If you can't tell from like the shade of black between the 15 Pro and 16 Pro, you may mistake this as a 15 Pro. Obviously though, when you switch it and you see the right side right here, you're gonna notice that camera control, and I've gotten used to that camera control feature, the camera control button. Apple doesn't call it a button, but I'm still gonna call it a button. Or if you look at the front of the display, you're gonna notice that it's slightly slimmer than its predecessor. Now I have iOS 18, I think it's like 18.1, but I have Apple Intelligence. I'm running the beta. And I'm gonna make a video hopefully when Apple Intelligence does officially come out, because I'm still kind of going through it and testing and all that good stuff. But I want to make sure the official Apple Intelligence does come out. And I'm gonna review, or I'm gonna talk about the phone for what it came out with. So for those who got the iPhone 16 or 16 Pro and don't have the beta, you don't have Apple Intelligence. So I say it all the time, you shouldn't be picking up a product based on the promise of future updates. And I know a lot of people say this too. I'm going to talk about a product for what it is right now. And if there is future updates, that's great. That's awesome. And I think that's what it should be. You should get future updates to make your phone even better and last longer. So yeah, I'm going to kind of pass on Apple Intelligence right now, but everything else has been great, from watching YouTube videos to using it for social media and all that good stuff. Has been awesome, phenomenal. I also do love the cameras on here, and I love that they finally updated the ultra-wide, a 48 megapixel ultra-wide sensor, and I use the ultra-wide quite often. So it really has been a huge welcoming for me, and I hope next year they kind of bring that ultra-wide upgrade to the regular iPhone 17s, but just a regular lineup rather than leave it just as a Pro feature. And that's usually what Apple does. They'll first bring a feature to the Pros, and then the following year they'll kind of bring it down to the regular. So I'm excited for that. I haven't tried out the Dolby Vision up to 4K 120 frames per second. I haven't tried video recording at 4K 120 FPS. So I will be trying that hopefully. And obviously you still get a telephoto lens with 5x optical zoom, which was only on the 15 Pro Max last year, not on the Pro. So they finally brought it down to the smaller Pro. And that's why, again, like I said, I went with it because other than battery life and battery capacity and display size, there's really no difference than the Pro Max. But the battery life itself has been very, very good. From when I unboxed it to transferred everything over to using it, it was awesome. I ended up going to sleep pretty late, but I did charge the device to 100% when I went to sleep. and I woke up with 100%. Obviously right now it's at 99. I think I'm going to cap my battery at 80% again. Like I'm going to kind of not have it charge over 80%. We'll see. I really want to preserve the battery this year, the battery life itself, or the health, because my 15 Pro Max, last time I checked, it was at 90%. It probably dropped after I last checked, so we'll see. But so far the battery life itself in the past day has been promising. Obviously that is something to kind of solidify in the next couple weeks and months, because the phone is going, you know, it's going to learn how you use the device and kind of work accordingly. So battery life right now is good, but we're gonna see. I do like how it has 45 watts of wired charging, so if I do need it, I only MagSafe charged as of right now, and 25 watts of MagSafe charging is a huge plus. So thank you, Apple, for bringing faster MagSafe charging and faster wired charging whenever I do need it. But there's one thing I kind of wish they did, and that is making the base storage 128 gigs and getting rid of that. Not making the base storage 256 gigs. Why would you make it 128 gigs if you have the Pro Max at 256? That's why I picked up 256 gigs. And I know in the future I'm probably gonna need even more, especially if I'm going to be using this for photos and videos and all that good stuff. I may end up getting 512 gigs, but as of right now I picked up 256 gigs. If you are picking up a smaller 16 Pro, just do keep in mind, if you need storage or if you use a lot of storage, I don't think 128 gigs is going to cut it anymore. Yeah, it does come out at $9.99, same pricing, but you know, I personally don't think it's enough, but I guess Apple still does. I don't know why. But yeah, nonetheless, it's okay. It's something I can kind of bypass. I just picked up the more storage model, I guess you can say. But overall, I am really liking the Pro itself. I'm glad I made the switch from the Pro Max to the regular Pro. And also, if you want to check out my latest wallpaper pack, it's called Illusions 2.0. I'll be leaving a link in the description down below. I really do like it, and there's a bunch of different other colors that match with the iPhone 16 colors as well. But that's really it for my 24 hours later. I like it. I really do. I would definitely say go to your Apple store or go to your local carrier store, check them out in person, especially for the regulars. Kind of the colors don't do it justice on video or on photos, but also the Pros. Kind of make sure you know which Pro color you're going to get. You're gonna say, oh, I'm gonna use a case and whatnot, but sometimes you really still want to have a color that you appreciate. But anyway, let's kind of wrap things up. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, definitely be sure to superman that like button, comment down below, best of all, share this video because it really does help out the channel out a lot. I want to help push my content out to more people. Stay tuned because lots of videos are coming. If you want to follow me on TikTok, we're creeping towards 40,000 followers on TikTok. I'm on Threads and Instagram if you want to check them out as well. I am active on there too, and Twitter as well. Sometimes I share stuff that I usually don't share here on video. So definitely be sure to check them out. Links in the description down below. But that's been it for me, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.